First towel break of the game, and they're dead even. We haven't seen the big rallies we expect from Timo Boll. This could be a just efficient play, a strategic move to try and win a lot of points at the table. Now, between the two of them, as fast as Timo Boll is, when the rallies get long and they get backed off the table, Kim Donghuyn is going to have more stamina physically, you would expect. Beautiful off the bounce backhand. Timo Boll quick with that shot. Again, the timing. And the angle he creates, he's got Kim Donghuyn waiting in the backhand corner to turn and take a forehand. Nice change of pattern. Timo Boll with the backhand down the line and then takes the forehand out to the open forehand side of the table. Here's where he breaks the pattern, that soft backhand, and on the move counters, knows the pattern. He's been around the block. He's seen this many times before. So many surprises right now from Timo Boll. It's almost like he's not even trying. That's how it appears. His placement, the short strokes, using his opponent's spin and speed. Now, Timo Boll has the whole family here, just like he did last week in Japan. Deli and Zoe, his daughter. First time we've seen Timo Boll backed off the table a little bit. Ooh, the counter backhand from Kim Donghuyn. Timo Boll with some big attacks here, but nothing big enough to finish the point. This is bold play. This is something that at world number 96, you have to imagine he's going to be climbing up in the world rankings quite quickly with shots like this. And once again, quick off the bounce. Ties it up at 6 points each. I think it's just a question of time before Kim Donghyun's popularity in China grows. Some Chinese friends of mine made a big deal about how he looked like a drama star. He's a fighter, which everyone loves when they watch. Beautiful point, well played. Kim Donghuyn keeping his ground, moving well. He's able to take the wide forehand, extend the arm, and even his backhand up at the table, really putting a lot of pressure on Timo Boll early on. Oh, nobody home. Look at this placement. So many times we've seen Timo Boll completely surprise Kim Donghuyn. No rotation on that toss at all. That receive was so strong, and one more ball, Timo Boll to the very corner of the table against the spin. Just incredible touch. And the kicking backhand, he plays too softly. And finally a shot. Bit more pace on it, wide to the forehand side. Edge of the racket, the frustration. I think that was just simply the effort face that was there as he goes for the big counter forehand. Incredible points. So much persistence from Kim Donghuyn, and right on top of the table, once again, it's Timo Boll making his way, trying to stay in close. Finally a shot that finds the edge of the racket. The upper body movement, the agility of Kim Donghuyn. So impressive. And a fast long serve into the backhand side. Bold from Boll. And now 3 game points for Timo Boll to move on to game 2 with the lead. Extending the racket out of the hand to try and keep it in play. But Timo Boll can't. It's Kim Donghuyn who saves the game points. Again, this is a quarterfinal match. And with the top 4 seeds out of the tournament, Zhang Jike losing to injury, withdrawing. And the top three, for reasons still unknown. Suggestions out there from their Weibo's, news in China. And perfectly placed on the touch. Timo Boll, 11-8, takes game one, and we'll be back for game two right after this. Coaches and players is one of the four greats in the game. I think it was just a few years back, Lou Goliong was on TV saying Timo Boll was listed as one of the top four players in the game. Again, he's 36 years old right now and in great shape as of the Korea Open. And at the start of this match as well. Beautiful placement. It all starts with the soft receive, short to the forehand side from Boll. At the World Championships, I had a chance to commentate with Gavin Rumgay, who played a match against Timo at the World Championships. And having played Timo myself, I can say he's always a step ahead. And by always, I mean usually. Beautiful shot out to the forehand here from Kim Donghuyn. But the anticipation factor of Timo Boll, this time he gets stuck with a pattern. He thinks he knows what to do. Usually he does know where the ball's going and is in the right place. And if you looked at game one, of course, having you here, chances are good you were watching game one. Timo Boll was just so surprising. Kim Donghuyn could never really guess where the ball was going to be. With the soft hands and also the strong attacks to finish the points, Timo Boll with that surprise factor, very strong. Look at this, once again, surprise. It's an inside-out forehand, bending away to win the point. And he earns it with the backhand, a little bit softer, but the placement is strong and it sets up this inside-out forehand stroke. Very spinny ball, forces Kim Donghuyn to try to close, and he overcompensates on the closure of the backhand. So first towel break of the game, and Timo Boll in strong position here, in strong form. Now looking at the brackets, the winner of this match is waiting for Tomokazu Harimoto. I guess I should say Tomokazu Harimoto is waiting for the winner of this match, as he's already into the semifinals. It was a 4-0 victory for Harimoto over Koki Niwa. Boll looking to do the same, not drop a game coming into the semis, but a backhand like that receive is just too strong from over the table. Kim Donghuyn, only his second point this game. Long push, but the fast footwork and the agility. Kim Donghuyn earning the first attack. Again, Timo Boll with that long push. Not an easy third ball. Here, a little bit of frustration, a little bit of self-coaching from Timo Boll. Still a 2-point lead, though, when he has his serves. Timo Boll serves, he can get a lot of underspin on his reverse pendulum. And he also mixes it up well, varies the spins. Right down the middle of the table, satisfying two serves. Boll converts both for points to have a 4-point lead here. Now it's easier said than done, but fast long serves here and there from Kim Donghuyn could catch Timo Boll a little bit off guard, changing up the placement, something to force a weaker receive. That's the right idea, but it's the forehand side, and Timo Boll responds well. Again, to a left-handed player, a long serve to the backhand is a very difficult serve, but can be very valuable. Or also right into the body. Gives him a little bit less of an opening angle cross court. And now 10-4. It's 6 game points for Timo Boll to take the second game as well. Add it to his stash of games. A little bit mistimed there. Not quite sure what was responsible for that. A little bit behind the ball. Oh, back edge of the table. Kim Donghuyn with the full leg sweep and spin around. Shushin style out here. Well, now it's only game 2. This is a time when a timeout, you can understand the temptation, but also you don't want to use it if you think Timo Boll can finish the game. He's on the receive here. Maybe after this point. But deep on the table, he spins it way to the backhand side, and Kim Donghuyn overshoots. It's 11-7. Timo Boll capturing the game after a 3-point run from Kim Donghuyn, and it's 2-0 for Timo Boll. We'll be back for game 3 after this short break. Conversations about Japan being on the uprise right now in the world of table tennis. Korea has some strong young players as well, not quite as many as Japan, but Kim Donghuyn is definitely one to keep your eye on. Some that are even not as young. On the younger side, Cho Sung-min, but Jung Song-un grabbing a lot of attention after beating Ma Long recently. Now, much like a right-handed player serving to a lefty, Timo Boll serves it deep into the backhand side of Kim Donghuyn. It's a risky serve, but it pays off well, well placed. Best rally so far. Beautiful point as Timo Boll plays it out wide. And there's Omar Assar of Egypt, who gave Timo Boll quite a challenge just yesterday. Again, that anticipation that Kim Donghyun's going to turn the corner, and Timo Boll knows, plays it out wide. Takes his chances anyway, knows the odds are in his favor. Not a point dropped yet in game 3. Remember, he had 10-4 last game before a 3-point run for Kim Donghuyn. Oh, turns full commitment and leaves the table completely open after a side-swiping under the table sort of choppy shot. Floats it up, and Boll right there with the racket head up. Great wall. Guess we could say the Berlin Wall. We are in China now, but Timo Boll, of course, from Germany, bringing years and years of success to the program. Not this one. This one's too shallow, close to the net, and Kim Donghyun has the freedom to play such a wide angle there. First point this game, and not an easy one. So Boll rolling away to a 7-1 lead. Start to think about Harimoto and what sort of preparation he's doing right now for Timo Boll. Again, it wasn't long ago that he finished his match with Koki Niwa. It didn't take him too long either, 4 straight games. And that ball just too shallow on the table. Once again, a difficult ball way out in front for Timo Boll, but if he can reach it, he can create such a wide angle, and he does. So 10-1. It's 9 game points for a 3-0 lead for Timo Boll. (11-1), absolute domination. So the pressure really on Kim Donghuyn at this point. I guess it depends how you phrase it, really, how you see it. You could say that pressure on Timo Boll to deliver. Back against the ropes. No one expects Kim Donghuyn to come back at this point. Now, interestingly enough, Timo Boll takes the first point and comes out firing for the second. We haven't seen too many points won this way from Timo Boll, even in the last game. Very controlled.
The service was not.
Interesting, interesting. Timo Boll, a very fair sportsman here. Let's see what happens. Let service. I was wondering if he was going to give him the point back. But he does not. Still very fair sportsmanship. Timo Boll calling attention to the fact that Kim Donghuyn thought it was a let service before, checking with the umpire. Typically when there is a disagreement, that is the thing to do. Not to try to run away with the result and the point, but play fair. Now this is interesting. Service error from Timo Boll, 2 points later, we have to imagine is not related. It's given back by Kim Donghuyn. Way out wide. First lobbing point. We've seen Kim Donghuyn just trying some different stuff out here, pushed off the table. And even with a ball that high, still has to keep the topspin on. Switching roles a bit here. Kim Donghuyn pushing Boll back off the table. Beautiful off the bounce play. Kim Donghuyn fighting within 1 point here. Oh, murderous shot and a beautiful combination deep to the backhand side. Quickly inside out the opposite way. That's the serve that Timo Boll got rewarded for earlier. Was wondering when it would come up for Kim Donghuyn, and it pays off here, but it's not just the serve, it's the third ball and the quick decision. Back in the lead, Timo Boll. Second serve here, up 6-5. A break for Kim Donghuyn. So with the second towel break of the game, Kim Donghuyn really looking for answers. Timo Boll just trying to stay cool and calm. Near the table, he's very effective. Always curious every time I hear some noise from the audience when nothing appears to be happening on the court. What's happening in the crowd? And a lot of surprises here at this tournament.
7-6.
Sorry about that earlier. Lei Young is the name of Timo Boll's coach. And Han Ying's husband, there he is, Lei Young. Thank you to my sources for catching that and getting me the new information.
Net 7-all.
So as the pressure starts to build, it's now or never. Kim Donghuyn on the receive to tie it up. But it's that heavy underspin serve I was talking about earlier, that reverse pendulum that's difficult to read. It doesn't have to be straight backspin, it can be mostly side spin, as long as it's tough to read. Timo Boll has the time to watch this one long. And as it drifts off the table, he earns himself 3 match points for a complete shutout. Fans tweeting in the crowd, way-bowling. An unbelievable control. Timo Boll 11-7 for 4 straight games over Kim Donghuyn, and he's in great form. He will face Tomokazu Harimoto. So while you could call Tomokazu Harimoto a schoolboy, the tests just keep coming across.